Hello, and welcome to All the Alleged Details, a white collar recap podcast where we analyze each episode, most of the time, and go over all the little details that matter.
Mostly to us.
I'm August.
And I'm Rainy.
And today, instead of analyzing an episode, we're going to do a Q&A episode.
Yeah.
Because, so much stuff has gone wrong since the last time we talked, Rainy.
It really has. It's been a whirlwind of just stuff.
We were supposed to take, a month hiatus.
Yep.
And then I got incredibly sick and I could not record.
Yeah.
And then while I was actively trying to sit at my computer and relearn how to breathe while sitting up, my computer died completely. It's been at the repair shop for a month and a half now.
Yeah, I feel like it's been there for longer than that. Didn't you say you haven't had a computer since January?
I haven't, because there was also, it died for a while, and I was like, oh, I'll get to it. Then a dumb little thing happened, whereas the repair place I'd take it to, the guy went on his honeymoon. And
That's
then
cute,
by the time
though.
he got back, Tennessee had frozen over.
That's right. There was that crazy ice storm. I knew there was another thing that happened.
Yep, there was a crazy ice storm, and I was legitimately, I sent you a video. I sent you a video of me taking a hammer.
Yeah.
To the ground.
Yeah. Your power was
because I could not get outside of my house.
Your power was out for a while. You had no water for a while.
I had no water for a while. I had no internet for a while. And so by the time I could take my computer anywhere, it had been dead for a month. And now it's been in the repair shop for forever. Because my conspiracy theory about this, if I'm going to go all Mozzie on it, is because AI's fucking bought up all of the computer parts.
Oh.
And I can't get a graphics drive.
You're probably right, honestly. Fuck AI.
So, fuck AI. Fuck AI and fuck NVIDIA for selling all their components to AI.
Yeah.
So anyway, my computer is where I do the editing, and I do all the editing on my very nice, lovely computer that killed itself out of nowhere before one day, on my lovely computer that just died. And so I was like, well, if we want to record something, it has to require minimal editing, because I don't quite have the other software to do it with. So here we are. We're going to do a Q&A episode that's going to be very minimally edited. Yes. So people are just going to hear our unhinged thoughts straight from the gun.
August, I want to take this moment to publicly thank you for doing all of the editing, because I would not. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I like editing. They take forever. It's so much work. And I cannot do it on my rinky-dink tiny laptop. It takes even longer, and my laptop the fans want to turn into rockets and fly away.
That's terrible.
It hates running Stardew Valley, let alone oh man, I can't even remember what the name of the audio editing program is.
Oh, I don't remember either.
Yeah, whatever Adobe is still charging me $20 a month to not use.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Can you tell I'm bitter about my computer being broken? I'm extremely bitter about it.
That's so valid, though. That's so valid.
So, that's the fun thing about having a hobby podcast, is that sometimes you just can't do it.
Yeah. And that's okay.
But I miss doing the podcast.
I do too. I miss it a lot. I miss just yapping with you about white collar.
Right. Which is why we're here now. And we're just gonna, like I said, we're just gonna shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
And jibber jabber.
Yeah. It'll be fun. We sent out a thing on our social media asking for some questions for us to discuss.
Yeah. Oh,
we got some good ones. Oh, yes.
I'm upset.
Why are you upset?
Because our really thoughtful and critical thinking podcast got a lot of thoughtful and critical thinking questions.
That's a good thing. That means that we have a target audience that is,
We sure do have a target audience. I'm not genuinely upset, let's clarify. I just wanted to rag on everybody.
Right? Like I was expecting like what's your favorite episode or what's your favorite scene or now instead we got
We
like I want an in-depth analysis of this character now.
Yep. We got a good variety, but I was unprepared for like the absolute critical thought. We got questions immediately and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to like think on this."
Right?
And it's going to be a lot of thinking aloud right now.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Would you like to read the first question?
Sure. So this person asked, I'm curious what episode or arc you're most excited to cover because I know I'm really excited for, let's be honest, all of season 3. It's my favorite. My favorite season is season 2. So I'm really excited about that,
Yeah.
especially the latter half of season 2. I think will be really
That's
fun to
fair.
talk about. And I think in season
Ooh.
3 I'm going to be really frustrated and it's
Yeah.
probably going to come through pretty clearly.
It's one of those things where I'm really looking forward to like season 2 for like how much fun it is. But for like me and you talking about things, I'm excited to go to season 5 and like
Yes.
be really critical of it.
Oh my goodness, yes. Ooh, it's gonna be so good.
Right? So there's like almost anything is we'll be happy to talk about, especially because once we get back to actually recording the podcast, we will get to talk about episodes we haven't gotten to talk about yet.
Yes, which is really exciting because up until now, it's all been episodes that we've like recorded or watched at least like multiple times for this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yep.
So it'll be
And
fun to do
we've
it
watched
fresh.
now, we've watched Hard Cell a good couple times.
Yeah. Thinking that we were gonna record and then it just
But we
didn't
haven't
happen.
recorded on it, which helps.
It does.
But we've watched it and like went over our notes a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for most of season 2, bits of like most of season 3, parts of season 4, and then I'm excited to be. I don't know. I don't want to say angry is quite the right word for season 5, but I feel like our nitpickiness will really get to flourish.
It will. It will. There's a lot of
I do
things
not
to
look forward to
nitpick.
talking about season 6. The podcast might end before we do that.
No! There's
I
only
don't want to
six
talk about season
episodes.
6.
There's only 6 episodes. We can do it. I'll probably cry like the whole finale episode.
That's so fair. Just doing the final episode of the podcast openly weeping.
Literally, literally. Buckle in because y'all have that to look forward to.
Right. People hear enough of us laughing. It's time to hear us crying.
We'll get there, I'm sure. There's so many episodes that make me cry.
Okay. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. For the next question, we had a hypothetical situation where Neil and Peter are in the Taurus and they get a flat tire. Who changes the tire and why? And I feel like we could say the same person at the same time.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Peter.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Neil it wouldn't cross Neil's mind to change the tire. Peter
No.
would be out and he'd have whatever the tool is called.
Yep. The jack.
Neil would stand there and like watch and give commentary.
He would, 100%. He would like hold the screws for him like the kid
Yep.
in A Christmas Story.
Yep.
But yeah, no, Neil is not.
Wouldn't he
Neil is not doing it.
the other way around? Neither of them even consider it. Peter's not thinking for a second Neil's going to change the tire. Neil's not thinking for a second Neil's going to change the tire.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Peter's lucky if Neil gets out of the car.
Right? Neil would just be like, "You got this? Okay, I'm gonna sit here."
Right. Neil's gonna direct traffic with his flashy smile.
There you go. Yeah, he'll like put up the little tiny triangle cone things. Maybe set out a flare. He's like, "I helped."
Exactly.
Okay, next question.
Yep.
You come to possess a time machine. For obvious reasons, you jump back in time for the sole purpose of breaking into the white collar writer's room circa 2009-2010. How on earth do you save Kate from the utter lack of characterization that was given to her in canon? This is a great question.
It is a really good question.
I'm going to say something awful.
Okay.
But first off, I would prevent Alexandra Daddario from being cast.
Yeah,
That's number one.
it's fair.
Do you have any thoughts? Oh, the dogs are barking, are they?
The dogs are barking. Also, I thought you were gonna have like a number two.
No.
You're like, for one, I'm not gonna cast her. That's it.
That's it.
I don't think the writers' room has much to do with that.
Well,
Uh, that's so that's so fair. I think it all comes down to that none of the writers wrote enough about Neil's background. They gave lots of hints to his background to like they give enough things to like make him seem well-rounded. Like we know essentially what happened, but there are no stories.
yeah.
There's no like we have how he met Kate, but it doesn't really show why he liked Kate at all. It doesn't
Right.
show like how she went from being so opposed to him in his criminal life to like being his sidekick, or what happened between them after the proposition from Alex. And we have no idea what happened to we have no idea what happened to Neil between New York and like what all the time he was overseas.
Yeah. All of his like mysterious international escapades. We have nothing. Nothing.
Right? And I feel like understanding why he like where was Kate during all this? She was just like hiding from him. What happened between them when Neil went back to prison? Was she like at his trial? There's so many like leaving Kate's character for the most part how it is would require just a lot more exploration of her.
Yeah.
Like we're never it's one of those show don't tell kind of a things where we're just told over and over and over again that Neil loves Kate. Neil like has feels this way and will do anything for her, and Kate always had like him wrapped around her finger and blah 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 blah. But it's like we never get to see it and feel how Neil felt, which leaves a lot of it hollow.
Yeah. That's so true.
Like when spoilers for the end of the season if you're listening to this, the end of season 1,
Uh-huh.
when the Kate blows up, when the plane blows up, it's sad because Neil's sad, but I don't really mourn Kate, which sucks. She got blown up in a plane.
Right. But like she hasn't really been there, and when she has actually been there, she's been so cold and detached, and like
Mhm.
it's very much unclear if she actually does love Neil or if she was just using him.
Right? And I think that I feel like in the later seasons they could have built on that more to retroactively flesh out cat flesh out Kate.
Yeah. Or or even I don't know, just like shown us a little bit more maybe in season 1. Like would it have been
Yeah.
not hard to intersperse a few like flashbacks or something that show us like their relationship?
Like one of the best Kate character moments, somewhat of a Kate character moment, is in the pilot when Neil talks about the wine bottle.
Yeah.
That's one of the best like times we can understand Neil and Kate, and that kind of moment isn't repeated
No,
through season 1.
it's really not.
And so anything that could have just like doesn't even need to evolve. I can't think of the actress's name.
Alexandra Daddario.
It's like doesn't even have to involve her. If Neil would have just like told really heartfelt stories more, could have gotten there.
Yeah, absolutely could have. Absolutely. I think
The
that would
bad
have
thing about
helped
this
a lot.
podcast, being mostly unedited, is people gonna hear my stutter.
Oh no. That's okay. They won't notice.
Except for the fact that I just drew attention to it.
I was gonna say that ties really well into the very next question, which is did Kate really love Neil? I don't know.
See,
I
genuinely, an unanswerable question. I feel like we can headcanon all we want,
We
but
can.
because Kate is given so little characterization, except for how they really want to be vague with her in season 1, it's unanswerable.
I'm gonna say, personally for me, I think that she did love him at one point,
Ooh, I did
but I
not think
think
they were gonna go that way.
I know. I but I think it faded and I don't think that she ever loved him nearly as much as he loved her. But I do think she did actually love him.
That I can agree on.
Yeah,
That last bit.
for sure.
But I genuinely, I could not tell you if Kate, like, maybe Forging Bonds, Kate loved Neil.
Yeah,
I could not tell you. Like, I could not be 100% certain that Pilot and on Kate loved him.
that's fair. That's very fair. I don't think that she would leave her boyfriend and not go to Chicago with him if she
Right.
didn't love Neil.
Right.
Because that's a big thing. But also, like, maybe she just really didn't want to go to Chicago and Neil was just her excuse.
Right. It was a good out.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So, I feel bad for being vague on the question, but it's like, that's just more proof of her poor character. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where people can convince me either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very Schrodinger's love interest.
I like that.
The
That was good.
next question is, how would you improve your least favorite episode? I'm gonna
Hmm.
say the Mozzie episode in season 6.
That is one of my least favorite episodes. So I'll let you talk about that one and then I'll go off about mine.
Damn, I did just think that is my least favorite episode. I don't know how to improve it.
Oh,
I've
okay.
also watched it so few times
You want to know
because I don't like
how
it.
I would improve it?
How?
Replace it with a bottle
Yeah.
episode, like a stuck in an elevator episode. Please, God, please.
That's so fair. But yeah, if the easy answer is to not have the episode at all, that's valid.
Yeah, yeah. The other episode that I really, really, really don't like is Controlling Interest, season 5,
Oh,
episode
yeah.
4, because that awful therapist, I hate her so much. I hate her so
Yeah.
much. And I think maybe I wouldn't feel so much hatred for her if they didn't actually let her like get into Neil's head and fuck him up for like several episodes. Because I feel like he was better than that. And it made me so
That's
angry.
fair, but that's clear. Like, I can't dislike that character that much because it's clearly like a writer's agenda to backslide Neil's character.
I guess. I just like there are so many bad therapists and it's so hard to find a good
Yeah.
therapist, and I think it is really important to find a good therapist and get into therapy for everyone. So the fact that they like went there and had that like trope of the bad evil therapist, I don't know, it makes me angry. I hate her.
Yeah. It's it's fair, but I can never get on like I can't see it beyond the storytelling device.
I
Where I'm like,
can't.
oh, they Neil spent all this time building up to wanting to be better, and now they need a way to take him down a peg to continue the show.
No, they didn't. They could have let him keep getting better and keep growing. They didn't have to ruin everything.
They did it, but they sure did.
I it makes me so angry.
Yeah, that's fair. I just don't blame it on the therapist.
I do. I do. I mean, obviously the writers cuz they wrote her that way, but fuck that therapist.
That's so fair.
Next question. What is your favorite arc?
Give me a more specific barrier for arc.
I guess like the U-boat or like Rebecca
Okay.
or
Yeah.
James. Like those are
Because,
arcs, right?
like, huh?
Those are arcs, right?
Yeah, those are arcs. But there's, like, yeah, there's so many things where I could talk about, like, Mozzie's character arc or, like, a certain set of episodes. If it's, I'm thinking.
But
Because I've, what?
I have a favorite like set of episodes for like a mini arc for
That's
sure.
what I was thinking. That's what I was gonna pick. Because I think my favorite, like, condensed arc of, like, a stretch of a couple episodes would be the Gloves Off to Vested Interest.
Ooh, okay. That's a really good pick. Mine would actually be um Company Man to Burke 7.
Ooh, that's so fair. That's a good run.
Yeah. I feel like there's so much like character growth and so much happens that's like really interconnected.
Right.
But the same like
See,
with season 4 too, so that was a good pick.
yeah. I feel like the that run between uh Company Man to Berk 7 is really good. I feel like season 3 has the strongest of On Guard to Scot Free.
Really?
I feel like the whole run of episodes is so good.
They are so good, but I don't think of them as like interconnected that way.
They're not, but like it just like as a mini arc of the episode run.
Okay, that's fair.
Just as the episodes stretch.
Okay.
I feel like I like if you had this is not answering the question anymore, but it's just like if it was ever a time where it's like oh you have to skip some white collar episodes but not like the most elite bangers, then I feel like season 3 has the most solid stretches of that for me.
Okay.
I love On Guard. I love Where There's a Will. I love Deadline. I love Dentist Detroit. I love Veiled Threat. Love Veiled Threat.
Yeah, I love Veiled Threat.
Love Scott
They're
Free.
all so good. They really are so good.
I'm not sorry to most people. I'm not a big fan of taking account. Oh, it makes me
I
cringe.
I love
Oh, I can't
taking
take
a
it.
I love taking account.
Oh, it makes me. Oh, with like seeing Neil and Sarah spend all that money they don't have, and Peter catch them. Oh, it's like I hate it. I hate it so much.
That's fair. I kind of love it.
Yeah, even just like imagining it. Oh, I can't. It gives me secondhand like embarrassment.
Interesting. I did not
I
know
do think
this.
them buying 3 helicopters is funny, but I can't take it.
It's wild. It's a lot of money.
It is a like I don't even like this them spending the lot of money isn't super what bothers me. It's Peter catching them.
That's fair.
I hate
I I I really like how close Neil comes to like coming clean to Sarah. He
oh
gets
that's fair.
so close. I feel like it was just such a turning point for them. That episode was like a huge turning point.
Yeah, that's fair. The next question is your top 3 favorite tropes in the show.
I don't know. I don't know if I can think of any like off the top of my head, which is terrible.
I always love Neil getting hurt. Obviously, I feel like that's a trope.
You do love Neil getting hurt.
Yep.
You love
Uh,
Neil Wump.
I dedicated a month to it one time, but badly. But uh, I love the Taurus ads. I don't know if that counts as a
Yes,
trope.
I love the Taurus ads. They make me so
They're so
happy.
funny. They're so dumb.
They are, but they're like, I don't know. They make me so happy. I love the one in season 4 with Neil's horoscope. That's my favorite one.
Yep. Yep. That's been being quoted a lot because March just went by.
Yep.
It's Virgo season. So, no. Is he? He an Aries. That's what he is.
Yeah, yeah. Virgo is September, I think.
Okay. And then I love whatever. I love when Neil walks into his apartment to Mozzie doing shenanigans.
Yes, I love that too. Mozzie just like makes himself at home and always drinks all of Neil's wine.
Right. I love when he's already in Neil's space doing batshit stuff and Neil just runs with it.
He does. He's just like, yeah, this is fine.
Except for the bees.
Oh my god.
Because he's only upset about the bees because there's more than he allotted to.
Yeah.
The funniest one is, especially when you watch the bloopers, is when he, oh, it must have been, oh, bup. It's not hard sell. I'm trying so hard to think of the episode name off the top of my head. Book of Hours. When no, fuck. I know I can see the episode in my head. I just can't think of what it's called. Where Mozzie they take the limo to the antiquities
Oh, in season 1?
in season 1. Is that's not Threads? What is that one? It's with the army man.
Oh, flip of a coin.
Flip of the coin. Thank you. Hot Wings guy.
Yeah.
I love when Neil wakes Mozzie up and Mozzie like yells and like goes to swing at him. That was a long roundabout way to get to that one, but the bloopers of that of Willie just trying to wake up startled and yell things.
It's great. Isn't there's one where he has headphones on and then Neil like spooks him and he takes chopsticks to him or like brandishes chopsticks at
Oh
him.
yeah,
That one's
that
great
isn't
too.
that one with James?
Is it?
Is it? I can't. I'm trying to think of all the times Mozzie wears headphones for some reason. Man, that's not gonna be one I can
No,
place off the top of my head.
it's one
Especially now that I'm thinking of Flip of the Coin.
I think it's one when they were trying to figure out the music box maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of plot lines that involve the use of headphones.
Right. I think it must be when they were trying to sort out the music box.
Yeah. So there's at least 2 times that Willie was forced to act like he was being startled and was like just he yelled batshit things.
Yes. Yeah.
What else? The next one?
Yes. Favorite location or set that was filmed?
I liked when they filmed at the planetarium, even though I don't like the planetarium episode that much. The one in season 4 with Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, that one. I was like, you mean Where There's a Will that you just said you liked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. You don't like Shoot the Moon?
it's not a favorite. I like it.
Okay. I like Shoot the Moon
I don't
a
really
lot.
I don't really like any episodes that don't have Peter and Neil interacting a lot.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like I like the episode as it is, but it can't it can't like compare to the other ones that have good Neil and Peter moments.
Okay, that's fair. I like when Neil like rescues Peter, so I like
Company
that
Man?
one.
Oh,
Yeah, like
I
Company Man and like Payback and like Shoot the Moon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm my dumb brain. I was trying to figure out why. Like I was trying to figure out the relevance to what you were talking about, like how that was relevant to set locations.
It's not. I was just going off on a tangent.
And so I was just sitting here like, yeah, but it's like, oh no, you like the episode because Neil rescues Peter. I got
Yeah,
it. The dots were not connecting in my head.
that's fair. Um, favorite location or set. I really like. I know maybe it's because this is fresh in my mind because we just watched this one on rewatch, but I really like the Cotton Club.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
one
yeah.
was cool.
Only time the show got really good with the lighting.
Right, it was so good.
So
I also
good.
just love like all the times when they're just like walking around New York. I love all of
Right.
the shots of New York. Like White Collar makes New York look beautiful.
So it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I love. Listen, I like. I fought with the Discord one time because I was like, "Oh, but the scene where the cherry blossoms is so pretty," and nobody believed me.
I remember.
No, nobody believed me about the cherry blossoms, and I was looking on my phone trying to find them. So I was looking through like a really tiny screen, so I couldn't see them either. But I knew they were there because in my heart I knew. I'd commented on it the first time I'd seen the episode, and it's at the beginning of 4-3.
Yep.
Not an episode name I'm not gonna be able to remember off the top of my head.
Diminishing returns.
Thank you. Right when Peter and Neil are walking like through the streets at like by the taxi cabs and everything, there's a shot of them like standing under like tiny little white cherry blossoms petals.
Tiny, tiny little ones.
They're soft and subtle, but oh, it's gorgeous once you see them.
It is. It is. I highly recommend everybody go watch that scene right now and like
Can I
zoom
say?
in.
Wait, go ahead.
Just zoom in. Like really zoom
Yeah.
in.
It's like right when like Peter and Neil turn to like face each other and talk. That there's like they're like it's almost like snow sized.
Yeah. It's
so pretty.
super tiny, but it's really pretty. You were gonna say something.
Can I say what my least favorite location in the whole show is? Because it makes me mad.
Ooh, yes, please.
I hate the basement Peter takes Neil to question him in at the beginning of season 3.
That's so valid. Why
Where
are
the
they
hell is he
there?
taking him? Where the hell is that?
That's a good question. It's so strange.
It's so strange. It's like where a mob boss would take somebody in this like dirty, dimly lit basement, like warehousey place,
Yes.
and they're just like sitting in the middle of like nowhere in this basement with this lie detector machine. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Why not like make it like Peter's house if they didn't want it to be at the FBI or something? Where are they?
He didn't want Elizabeth involved, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to show that Peter has gone off the rails.
It surely seems like it because he just seems like he's drugged Neil into like a Saw movie, and it makes no sense like plot wise.
It doesn't. It's so
It
like
makes for a good
spooky,
dramatic
creepy.
beginning, but it makes no sense as
Yeah,
mostly because of the location,
that's so good.
and then a lot for a lot of other reasons.
I'm trying to think if I have any like least favorite or any other favorites. I love like all the big, beautiful mansions that they get to go to.
That's fair. Yeah, it
I
is definitely
love
interesting to see
June's
inside like these
place.
grand New York locations, like the
Right.
houses,
Yes.
places you won't get to go if you go on a tour of New York City.
Yeah. So, is it my turn to ask? I think it is.
Yeah.
Since you're both writers slash artists in addition to podcasting, what is the one story or artwork that you're most proud of aside from the podcast?
Ooh. Do you want to go first?
um, I think the one that I'm most proud of is the one fic that I wrote for Flu.
Ooh, the drowning one.
Yeah, yeah, that one was like it really stretched me as a writer. It was really hard, and I had to
Because
ask
you don't
you
like
for a
Wump.
lot of help. Yeah, I'm not a wump writer. I'm a fluff writer.
I forgot. I helped.
You helped so much, but I was really really proud of the results. I think probably
Mm,
that one.
that's so fair.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. So I have one fic that does really well in the fandom, and I have one fic that doesn't do as well that I'm more proud of. I have with a Flu again. You wrote for Flu, and I wrote with Flu.
Hmm.
Uh, there's the Price of the Past, which is a like very well. It's in canon. Uh, murder, not murder mystery. Well, I guess it is murder mystery. But mystery thriller kind of story
Hmm.
where Peter like suspects Neil of a crime, and then the whole thing is like, did Neil do it? Did he not? And if he didn't do it, who did do it? Ba.
It's so good.
Love that story.
It's
So
so
much fun to
good.
write. So good to like go back and reread it. The one I'm more proud of is of one where I made Peter a dragon. I also wrote it with Flu. Uh, but I came in off like 3 days of no sleep because I was like dealing with family having a health crisis, essentially.
Hmm.
Uh, and I was like, somebody talk to me about anything because in our Discord we talk about story ideas and stuff a lot.
We do. It's very creative
And
space.
I was like, I just need to talk to somebody because I just had to stop thinking about my someone in the hospital. And I was like, have I told anybody about the idea of Peter being a dragon? And everybody was like, no. What do you mean? And then like 3 months later, it's 90,000 words long.
I love it so much, and you absolutely should be really proud of it because it's really, really good.
I'm more proud of it than Price, purely because of the world building that had to go into it. Uh,
It's so
it's obviously Peter's a dragon, so it's a fantasy setting.
good.
Price, I'm very proud of the way that it fits into canon. We did a very good job of matching the like how white collar goes. I feel
You
like,
did. You really did.
and then with Dragon, we did everything had to be built not only from the ground up, but had to be built from the ground up and be reflective of the characters because it's
Hmm.
obviously still fan fiction. And it's like, how do you make an original story that still feels like it's not just characters with Peter and Neil like slapped on them?
Yeah,
I think we did a good job of
you
making it
did.
Peter and Neil.
You did. You really did.
Thank you.
Can I mention one that I actually thought that you were gonna mention?
Yes, first, let me say I love your drowning fic as well. I feel like
Oh,
you're pretty. Don't let me get past that because your drowning fic was so good.
thank you.
I was
You
too focused on like preparing my answer to compliment it. It's such good wump, especially for someone who doesn't typically delve into it. I
thanks.
cried a lot reading your fic.
Oh, thank you. That's like a huge compliment.
Yeah. So sorry, I was too preoccupied with my own thoughts.
Super fair. Also, you helped so much with that fic. So
You make it sound like I helped more than I did. I like edited I think 2 paragraphs.
no, you did way more than that. Every time I was like, I don't like I don't know when to do, or I was like, you made it hit so much harder. You helped me make it hit a lot harder. You had really good suggestions.
Well, thank you. I do not remember.
Um,
I just
but the
remember your writing being good.
well, thank you. The one that I thought that you were gonna mention actually was the one that is basically a monologue. Like it's all,
Oh.
yeah, it's all
Oh, the
dialogue.
words.
Yes, it's all dialogue. It's all from Mozzie. It is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever read, and it made me openly sob.
I
It was
am really
really,
proud
really
of Oh
good.
the Words. It's a. Sorry, I will be shameless about this one. I was like being coy about Price and Dragon. No, I am proud of Oh the Words.
You
It's.
should be.
If anybody wants to look it up on Archive, it is post series. So be warned.
Yeah,
And it's
spoilers.
all dialogue from Mozzie.
It's
Only dialogue.
really good. It will make you sob, but it is so good. So good.
For being like a test of form, I really like that one.
Genuinely one of the best things that I've ever read.
Thank you.
Well, now that we're done complimenting each other,
Yeah.
um, let's see. What's the next question you want to? Oh,
I'd really. The next question is I'd really, really love a discussion of Elizabeth's character, whether she has a cohesive arc, her flaws, how you see them manifesting earlier versus later in the show. Is her handling of Neil manipulative? Is Neil halfway manipulating her? Whether it's a dance they're both aware of. Just would love to hear your thoughts on Elizabeth as a whole character across the show. And can I be mean for a minute?
sure.
I love Elizabeth, the person, in the show. I
Okay.
do not like Elizabeth, the character.
Interesting.
Because if you like, just if you're very like critically analyzing her, the she's very just used for the plot. They don't make her have very strict like morality.
Okay.
So I feel like Elizabeth season 1 and Elizabeth season 4 are very different Elizabeths.
Yeah, I could see that. I would agree, I think.
And so like just a lot of her plot ends up feeling like just what the plot needed her to be rather than it being a response to how Elizabeth would have done something.
Okay.
Like I feel like there's Elizabeth in Bad Judgment and Elizabeth in Bad Judgment season 1, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
It
And
is.
then season 4 episode oh, we just watched it in rewatch.
11, I think. Family Business.
Is it Family Business? No. Last week.
Oh, Brass Tacks.
Brass
12.
Tacks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the motivations between those two Elizabeths are should have been the same, but feel very different.
That's valid.
I feel like the way she reacts to Neil or handles Neil is very different. And I
Okay.
just can't see season 1 Elizabeth like oh, I don't know. I feel like how they got from point A to point B could have been a clear trajectory, but it wasn't.
Okay. That's fair.
What about you?
I, for the most part, I really love Elizabeth for a lot of reasons. I love that she is really smart, really
Mhm.
confident, really
Mhm.
like independent. Like she loves Peter very much, very clearly, but she's also
Right.
like her own person. She has her own career, her own desires, her own aspirations. She isn't focused on like having a baby. Like she wants to be more than just a stay-at-home wife and mother. Like she wants to have her career. She owns her own business. She's very
Right.
proud of that. I love that. Um, I love her compassion. I love that for her the law isn't quite so black and white as Peter sees it.
Mhm.
And I also really love their marriage and their relationship and that it's for the most part super healthy, like way healthier than I feel like most TV marriages are portrayed. And I
Right.
like that for all but one specific episode, she is not jealous, like at all. She is not concerned because she knows that she can
Yeah.
trust Peter.
Yeah. Uh See, that's all the same, like why I love Elizabeth the person.
Yeah.
And then that's where it also is like where I struggle to like Elizabeth the character, because you're like, oh, but she's never jealous except for one episode
Yeah.
where they needed her to be jealous.
Yeah. And
She
it
didn't
it
care
did
about having
feel
kids
like
and wanted to be a good, like, have her own job and career and stuff, until the
except for
plot needed
one.
her to want
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah. That's super valid actually. That's a good
That's one of those
criticism of
things that
her
I've been thinking
character.
about since we got that question. Whereas, like, if I'm gonna break it down, I always love Elizabeth when I see her, but if I had to write like an essay on her, uh, or just like the writing quality of her, I'd be like, yeah, she's very plot convenienty.
She
But they made
is.
her very interesting, so when she is being plot convenienty, I still love her.
Yeah. For the most part. I do think
Yeah, for the most part.
she is a little manipulative. I do not like the ways that she manipulates Neil because she does. Um, but I also think that Neil would would do anything for Peter, and most of the things that she asked him to do were things that he would have done already. He was just basically like waiting for someone to essentially give him the permission, I think.
Yeah.
Except for
I
season 4.
I go back and forth a little bit on, and it just might be like my more psychology thought process on it, of if Elizabeth is manipulating him.
Okay.
Because in my brain, I feel like manipulation is more intentional
Okay.
than some of the things Elizabeth does. But I'm also thinking more season one, and like there's like again, there's season one Elizabeth and there's season four Elizabeth, where I feel like
Yeah,
season four is being much more manipulative, because
absolutely.
because she's much more like weaponizing her fear and stuff against Neil, like actively talking about like, I didn't watch the rewatch last week, or did I don't remember. Did I don't know.
I did not, so I don't know if you did.
Oh, that's so fair. Yeah. And that's very emotionally manipulative. But I feel like you could argue in Bad Judgment she's being emotionally manipulative, because she says something along the lines of like, doesn't she? She says something along the lines of like,
You owe Peter, something like that.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. But I don't think she did it as emotionally manipulative as she does in season 4, where season 1 she's just really being desperate and is like, you owe this, please.
Yeah.
Uh but in seasons, and then they're like, see, this is why a lot of editing is also required in this podcast, because I sometimes I just have to sit and think.
I mean,
There's
this is
the
a very
season
thinking
5
question.
opener where she takes a cheap dig at Neil, which I also think when discussions happen about that scene, people call it emotionally manipulative and stuff like that, which I don't think it is. I think it's a cheap shot of someone who's deeply upset,
Yeah.
and that just happens sometimes when you're really upset. Is you'll take a cheap shot and be like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
That's
Except,
that's the cruel part of my brain, my like that filter between your thoughts and your mouth.
yeah.
Uh, there's like, it's one of those things where it's like everybody's capable of cruelty, and you're like, your dark moments, you can like be a bad person, I guess.
That's fair.
But Neil recognizes that it's not true, like a true Elizabeth moment where she is like able to act upon her character, have like thought and consideration to her actions.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where like somebody could say something shitty and it still hurts. Like it's two things can be true at the same time kind of moment, where he
Yeah.
can forgive her for saying it and still be hurt that she said it. But I don't think it counts as emotional manipulation. It just sucks. It just counts as like being shitty.
That makes sense. I think I can agree with that.
That's I said 40,000 words to get to. It's not manipulation. It's just her being mean.
And then I was just like, "Yep."
That's the whole point. That's what I was trying to get to. Is because there's like this arc of like times Elizabeth goes to Neil and kind of digs on him and hurts him, and it's incidentally.
Yeah.
Uh And
But
some
there's
people will put that season 5 opener with her asking Neil to do these things for Peter. And I'm like, no, this is just her having a bad moment.
okay. Okay, that's fair. But there is a lot of those like moments of her asking Neil to step outside of the law for Peter and then not being willing to own up to having done that or like
See,
even talk to Peter about that at all.
there there's only one time I feel like she doesn't own up to it happening when prompted to.
Okay.
With Bad Judgment, she only went to Neil because Neil didn't know this was happening at all.
Yeah. And Neil would have done
I
it
feel like if Neil had
100%.
known it was happening, he would have already had a plan. But they were just like
Absolutely.
chilling at home, and Peter got in trouble at home also. So Elizabeth went to Neil to be like, "Hey, actually, did you know about this? Can you do something about it?
That's fair.
It's gonna happen first thing in the morning." There was no time for like Neil to get filled in any other aspect.
Yeah, that's very true.
And what's the other time? Is there another time, or is it just those two?
Oh, payback.
Oh,
Because they wanted Neil to go home and do nothing. And Neil was like, "What do you want me to do?" And she was
yeah,
like, "Fucking get him."
right. And that's another. Like, I don't feel like that's one. That's not a time where Elizabeth did something and didn't own up to having Neil do stuff. Peter figured out Neil's doing stuff.
Yeah. And I think Neil probably would have done it even if Elizabeth hadn't asked. He was basically just
Right.
like seeking permission at
Neil,
that point.
it's one of those situations where Neil would have done it if Elizabeth hadn't asked, but he might not have done something if Elizabeth had asked him not to.
Yeah. Hard agree.
So I don't feel like that moment counts as much.
That's fair.
Uh, he was mostly asking, "Do you want me to follow what they're telling me to do?" And she was like, "No." And he's like, "All right, bet I'll do it my way."
Yeah. Okay. Have we talked enough about Elizabeth?
Can I say one more thing?
Of course.
I hate her being in business clothes all the time.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned this a lot.
I had to. I
To be
hate
fair,
it.
she does run her own company.
She does run her own company, but they're at home, like, eating dinner. Get her out of her heels. She's wearing stilettos. She still has her blazer on. Take it off. Peter's taking his tie off while she's still wearing her blazer and her chunky necklace.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let her be comfortable. Why is she wearing stilettos around their home? Another part of that question is, like, if whether or not Elizabeth and Neil are aware of the dance. They are. I feel like Neil's
Oh,
aware of it.
absolutely.
Absolutely. I just was looking at the questions and I wanted to hit on that real fast.
Okay. Who do you think helped Neil get the prison guard's uniform? Talking about in the pilot, he had to have unrestricted access to the internet, i.e., no limits on sites that could be accessed to order it, get the uniform pass in the incoming prisoner mail checks, and hide it in the staff toilet timed right for the day of his escape. Do you think a friendly guard or maybe the warden's wife was taken in by Neil's charm and was a little bit more complicit than just being careless with her credit card details? It's a good question.
It is a good question, and it's one of those things where I think about it, and I'm like, I don't know.
I
I don't think it was a guard because then I don't know, maybe. I
I
don't
was
feel like
gonna
they would
say
have
the
been so
opposite.
confused when he ran.
I think it was a guard. And maybe I'm just saying that like because of watching Orange is the New Black. I'm like, oh, it was definitely a guard.
Oh, that's fair. Uh, I wonder if it's like he bought it in pieces, where maybe he
I
said
think
he was buying like a suit for when he got out of prison. I don't know.
I don't know.
Uh,
How did he get
I'd have
her
to
credit
watch it
card
again and really look at
details?
it.
How did he get her credit card details in the first place? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's also a good question because I feel like she could use the staff bathroom
Yeah, maybe
if she
Neil
went
like
to visit Neil. But
overheard.
also, yeah, how did he get her credit card information? They must have been real cozy.
Maybe the warden was using his wife's credit card to like order something and was
Mm-hmm.
like ordering it by phone and reading out the credit card numbers, and Neil overheard.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what happened. This is pure speculation.
maybe he bought it through her card but sent it to like the office. Maybe he sent it to the warden directly.
And then like swiped it
Yeah,
before he
maybe it
could
was just
open
being
it.
like, "Oh, replacement uniforms at the ready.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I just need to pick this up from the back rooms. He just
Yeah.
ordered like surplus. I know some jobs that do that. Just have them on
Right.
hand if they hired somebody new that needs one.
Yeah. Could be. I don't know.
The,
I
the
don't have a good answer.
right. If besides, have you ever played? I can't think of the name of the game. The Escapist.
I have not.
It's like a prison break 8-bit game where you try to escape a prison, and one of the
Nice.
first levels of it is you escape by being the laundry person, but the
Oh,
guards also do their laundry at the prison for some reason.
free laundry. Why not?
And so you can just put on the prison guard uniform and walk out. And until this question, I always like registered that they say that he got the uniform from the wife's credit card. But every time I would just think of him being like, "Yep, he got it from the laundry room."
That would
A
make
game
sense
that I
too.
played a decade ago that fundamentally broke me. Watching 1.8 Hard Sell, I think, in my latest rewatch, and found myself wondering, when do you think Kate learned exactly what it was that Fowler wanted? I don't know. I like the bad thing about season 1 is there's a lot of questions that don't have good answers to them.
Yeah.
And I feel like I probably don't need to give this qualifier of that I don't know things, but I'm like, there's not enough concrete evidence for me to like support anything, and then I can go off on like my headcanons, my tangents.
Yeah.
Like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. It could be anything. Kate could have learned at any point in time.
I think she had to know at the beginning because they went to San Diego where Neil had told Kate that he kept everything. So obviously, like she had to know what they were looking for.
I
It
mean,
had to
not
be
unless
something specific.
Fowler just left her tied in the car and went inside.
I guess. But like if he was looking for something specific, wouldn't it be smart to like tell her what it was so she could be like, "Oh yeah, I remember seeing that thing. This is where it is."
Well, I don't think, because she's never been there before either.
That's true. And she also like has never seen like she knew
She's
that
never
Neil
seen
was
the
going
music
to
box.
get the music box. But she
Yeah.
never saw Neil with it, obviously, because he didn't have it.
Right. So, she could have known then. She could have known after, like, just on that phone call. She could have known when Neil was screaming at her from the stairway of wherever that bridge. And being all of his dramatic self.
She was being dramatic too.
That's fair. She was being dramatic.
But Neil was being very dramatic. But it was just yeah. The drama.
It's one of those things where if you told me she knew at any point in time, I'd be like, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense that Fowler didn't tell her in San Francisco. Makes sense that Fowler didn't tell her at the bridge. Makes sense that he did tell her.
There's so many like unanswered questions. I feel like the writers
There's
themselves
so
didn't like fully flesh out the answers to all the questions. They were like, it's fine.
I hate it. I love season 1, but I hate that there's so many loose ends and like not well told stories.
Right, like the whole like Project Mentor has
Makes no sense. It never makes any sense. I hate it.
Agreed.
Why did they have that? This is coming up in Hard Sell, but why is it coming up in Hard Sell? No, I'm thinking of the scene right before the Hello Kate, where Neil breaks into Fowler's hotel room.
Oh, that was in.
What was going on there? What was happening in that hotel room?
That's such a good question.
What were they doing? Who were they watching? It's not Peter. Peter's with Kate.
I don't know.
Man,
And then...
Rainey, that would have been way better. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been way better for Neil to bust into Fowler's hotel room and like look through a pair of binoculars and see Peter and Kate in a hotel room together.
Yeah. Ooh, that would have been good.
That would have been a good season finale or series mid-season finale, and it would have been better than the "Hello, Kate."
Yes.
Freak moment.
I hated that moment.
Imagine instead it was like Neil looking at them through like a window, and they like are sitting maybe drinking glasses of wine or something together.
Yeah. Peter.
Something
like,
that would have been suspicious. Peter's closing the curtains. He's holding a glass of wine. Kate's there.
I feel like Neil immediately would have been there. Immediately would have been there, right there.
Oh, that's true. I guess if that did happen, Neil could just go over. I forgot about that part of logic.
But that would have been
Apparently the
good.
man can fucking fly too, by the way he got up that bridge.
Yeah, he went real fast. But Kate was
He
already
went
gone.
he went real fast.
Real fast. Listen, it's 8 at night. I've gotten like 12 hours of sleep combined in the last 3 days. Do you have any questions, August?
uh I was not prepared to have a question. I was not prepared to ask a question about asking if I had a question.
What's your favorite episode?
Oh, that changes daily. It depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Okay, that's fair. I have one set
I'm,
favorite, but I love a lot of them.
can I try to guess what your favorite is?
Yes.
Is it Forging Bonds or the pilot?
It is not either of them, but they are both in my top five.
Okay. Is it a season 2 episode?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Company Man?
No.
Damn.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, let me guess. I have to pull
Okay.
up. I want to look at the episodes real fast.
Okay.
Is it Power Play?
Yes.
Okay. I got there.
You did. I love Power
I just had to
Play so
refamiliarize
much.
myself.
I just feel like they both have so much fun with it, like getting to basically be each other.
See, this is another it's another one of those episodes that makes me cringe and I can't watch it that much.
No.
I don't I can't. It's only I can watch it. It's only the scene where Neil's in when they're talking to the girl at like the front lobby.
And he holds up the. Oh, when he goes in to like give Elizabeth an awkward kiss.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
Peter is like talking himself down as Neil.
Yeah. That's fair.
Where
I think
Peter
it's
is
so
like, "Yep, and
funny.
I'm just the CI who like if Peter had never given me that job, I would have turned into nothing or something." I'm not actually quoting at all, but I'm giving like the essence.
Yeah.
That part makes me cringe.
I think
It
it's so
like and it makes the
funny.
girl uncomfortable because Peter's being so weird about being Neil.
He is. He is. I just it's so funny to me. And I love like Peter being petty when Neil like makes him go to get a cup of coffee and he just
That part I
spills the
love.
whole thing of
So
sugar in it.
funny. A little detail that's hilarious.
It's great. Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell the people, Rainy?
I don't know. I hope that you get a computer back soon because I really miss
God,
just yapping with you and doing this podcast. I miss it
I
a
hope
lot.
so. I've still been. I was gonna say I still have been. I've still been writing. I haven't really. But I
Yeah,
can't make. I can't make the podcast, and I can't make video edits, which is another thing I love doing.
I haven't written anything in a while either. Not since like the Christmas fix that I
Yeah,
made. Yeah.
we're having an unproductive spring.
Yeah, I think
Well, really, it's
we
just been winter. It's only been spring for a couple days.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yes.
I guess we'll close it out.
I don't have our I did not copy and paste the outro.
Ooh, do we need an outro?
Do we?
Since this is a non-traditional episode.
Yeah, I guess we don't. We should probably still credit the people who did our theme song and our
Fuck! I don't have
artwork.
the files for the music.
Oh no!
Damn it! I can get them. I can find them in the chat. But God, that's annoying. And I don't know if I can edit them into the. I don't know. I probably can't because I have to edit both of our audios in. Damn, I don't know how to edit well enough on the other program that we use.
I just had a wild thought, and it's a very bad thought, but it was
What?
we could do an a cappella version of our theme song.
Oh, if you want to, go for it, babe.
No,
You count me out.
it's been so long since I've heard it. I could not do it from memory. I would have to listen to it again.
Something like that.
See, look at you go. You got it. Just
I
edit
have.
that in.
Well, I had to listen to it 4 million times per episode.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
That could be the outro.
There you go. Oh God.
Only for
Well,
the
this
true
was
fans who make it
fun.
all the way to the end do they get to hear us do a cappella of Steph's song. Uh, Baby Doll Bucky on Tumblr.
Yes, Baby Doll Becky. In Cheyenne Couture, Cheyenne Couture made our artwork. Your
Yeah.
friend, right?
My friend. I went to her wedding.
Aw, she did a great job. I'm obsessed with
She
our
did.
artwork. I love it so much.
This is a chaotic outro, and I love it.
Well, this has
Because I
been
really do just
fun.
want to keep it like this.
I do actually want to thank everybody who sent us questions. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. We got way more than we expected, and they were really good questions.
They were really good questions.
All right. Should we end it?
Yeah, we can end it.
Okay.
See you sometime. I don't know when.
Sometime.
Won't be next week. Oh, but it probably won't.
Probably not.
But check our socials and I'll update as soon as I get my computer.
Yeah.
And if we decide to do another episode between here and there, I'll talk about that too. We'll talk about it.
We will. Thanks for tuning in again and for sticking with us.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you sometime.
See you sometime.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, Rainy.
Yes.
Wait.
I
Are you
clicked
still
stop
recording?
and then I clicked record again.
Because we forgot to do one more thing.
What did we forget?
Rainy.
We made a podcast.
We made a podcast.
It's been so long. I've forgotten about that part.
It's been so long.
We made a podcast, August. I'm so proud of us.
We made a podcast, Rainy.
Okay.
Okay, now we can
Bye.
go. Bye.